Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of This Week in Weekly Geekly News. I've been calling the podcast the wrong name for the past few
Weekly
weeks.
Geekly podcast.
Yeah, it's actually Weekly Geekly News.
Yeah.
So I am your host Caretaker, and I am joined by my co-host.
Burley Badger.
So last week we didn't have as much news as I'd hoped. I mean, we started off on a really kind of a sad note for obvious reasons. But today, I was looking at some bunch of news for the show last night, and actually got a pretty decent amount of news.
Oh, yeah.
And thanks to a friend of ours, he actually gave us some more news that I actually forgot about.
Yeah.
So let's just jump right in it right now. So apparently, I mentioned in a recent podcast that Dolph Lundgren is going to be in the next season of Arrow, which is going to be 5, I believe. He's playing a character named Bratva.
Yeah, Bratva.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this character, but hey, I'm cool with Dolph Lundgren playing a Russian. I'm guessing he's gonna be villain, right? Yeah,
Sounds, well, considering comic books and anti-communism, and that's a Russian name, I'm going to say yes.
Apparently, season 5, the flashbacks are still gonna be there. Which, okay, yeah, but apparently they're going to be taking a different direction. They're going to be incredibly dark and twisted, according to certain sources. Sorts. So, yeah, so, I mean, hopefully the flashbacks are, I mean, they're going to be different, probably.
Hopefully they're going to be good again.
Instead of just like, oh, yeah, we got to go through this again.
By the way, we're in China now.
I was on the island, then I was off the island, then I was on the island again.
But I was stranded on the island for 5 years, but now I'm in China.
All right. Also, another character that's going to be in season 5, the Human Target. No idea who this is.
I've not heard of the Human Target, but he's going to be played by Christopher Chance,
Who also played
Nuke
in Jessica Jones.
The crazy pill popping guy who just, well, spoilers if you haven't watched Jessica Jones, he just fucks up everything.
Yeah, he gets fucking
with
crazy.
His pill addiction.
I mean, Jessica Jones has been out for a few months. Has been around for a few months now.
Oh, almost a year.
No, it came out like in November, dude.
Really?
Pretty sure. Remember us going over to?
Close enough.
Yeah, it's August now. So let's see, keeping the spirit of the CW verse going. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that term, though, CW verse.
CW verse. It sounds better than the sound of the WB movie verse right now.
Burn. Jumping over to Central City. Flash casts a character named Magenta for season 3, and she will be played by actress Joey King. So, I'm not sure who Joey King is, and he's
very well informed here on this podcast.
Yeah, just like we're mostly
here's
Marvel
this
characters.
Guy. Don't know who they are, but that's the news.
But hey, I'm pretty sure we'll enjoy their character, because characters are really well written on Flash.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a speech impediment. Looking forward.
I call it stupid.
Ouch. Just play the sad violin music right there. Let's see. So, continuing on with the DC news, Adam West, Burt Ward, and Julie Newmar are going to be in a new Batman animated movie coming out. I'm trying to.
Well, they won't be in it. They'll be voicing.
Yeah, they'll be doing the voices of it. Obviously,
you just see like them green screened in to a cartoon background. Bam, pow.
Let's see. Adam West is going to be playing Batman, obviously. Burt Ward's probably going to be playing Robin. Julie Newmar probably going to be playing Catwoman. So it's great to see those characters back in those roles. I mean, after a 40-year absence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, yes. I don't think they've done anything Batman related. All that time.
Oh, our buddy just sent us a little information about the movie. Apparently, the movie's going to be called Batman: Return of the Caped Crusaders, and it'll be released on digital HD October 11th and Blu-ray November 1st.
Very cool.
So the release is going to be kind of like what Killing Joke did. They're releasing digital first, then hard copies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you, sir. Thank you for giving us that information.
Love you, Snowballs.
Not in a gay way.
Maybe a little.
Also, apparently Batman is heading into space. That's kind of weird. Anywho,
This bat rocket.
is that part of the movie? I wonder. Anyway, so let's jump out of the DC universe for a second to a sequel that I did not even know that was going to be made.
And I didn't even want to be made.
Wait, you mean you didn't want it to be made?
What? Either.
Okay, there you go. It's not like you say you didn't want to be made. It's like, dude, that's kind of dark. Anyway, The Rock is apparently going to be cast in a Jumanji sequel. Not sure.
I'm sure The Rock is going to be great in it, but I'm pretty sure the movie itself is going to be bad. Sort of like, well...
Sort of like what?
I think it was Be Cool? Yeah. Be Cool.
Never. I don't think I heard about it.
He was a gay bodyguard, and he was fantastic in it, but the movie was boring as shit.
Well, Rock has just like 18 natural charisma.
Yeah. Gamer nerds.
Oh, hey, I'm not ashamed of it. You got a problem? You got a problem with it? Deal with it. So,
yeah.
Oh, damn it, sir!
I haven't seen Tooth Fairy, or else I would have referenced that.
I'm gonna call him our stage producer for a second. Our stage producer Snowballs. He just said Tooth Fairy. That is all.
Tooth Fairy. That is all.
Hey, Billy Crystal was actually pretty funny in that movie. I won't like. Of course, it's Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
I mean, I always laugh at his scenes when I rewatch. Or I always chuckle to myself when I rewatch Princess Bride.
I want to see the Tooth Fairy, but I don't want to go out of my way to see the Tooth Fairy.
You know what? God damn it. Princess Bride is going to be 30 years old next year.
Who is?
Princess Bride.
Oh.
Yeah, the movie I showed you a few years ago.
Yeah.
Good movie.
A few years ago, that was like 5 or 6.
So yeah.
Either way, I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good movie. And by the way, I mean one of the main actors for the movie. He played Inigo Montoya. I can't remember what his name is. My mom would kill me for not remembering his name.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
He did he's mostly into Broadway, but also he was in a series that I think looked like it came out of Canada, which is not bad at all. I mean, some Canadian shows are actually not bad. I mean, Flash is filmed in Canada. They filmed in Toronto, actually. No, but
speaking of Broadway, though.
Well, hang on. I was getting to something else.
All right.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, thank you, sir. Mandy Patinkin is the actor who plays Inigo Montoya. Thank you very much, Snowballs. And
what's that?
Damn it.
Oh well.
Anyway, continuing on, that was a bit of odd picture he sent us. Nothing perverted. It's just like a really weird, looked like a WWE SmackDown vs. Raw character of the Tooth Fairy. It looked weird. Anyhow, Mandy Patinkin, he was cast in a thriller, kind of like not really a horror show, called Dead Like Me, and the premise of it is the Reapers are pretty much treated like a 9-to-5 job. Of course, they don't get paid for it, so they gotta work they gotta find living wages in order to.
So they have to be a Reaper, and then they have to go work a fucking day job.
Yeah, but they take on the form of a different person, and they can't really interact with their family at all because they died. Like the person who's a Reaper is dead.
Okay.
So they can't be killed or anything like that.
That sounds pretty awful.
It's actually a really good series. Like there was like a good 3 or 4 seasons of it on Hulu. I watched. It's actually not bad. I highly recommend it. It might be on Hulu for all I know for now. Of course, I watched it in like 2014. But yeah, so I kind of went off on a tangent right there. But I like that show. But anyway,
speaking of Broadway,
Beetlejuice is rumored to be heading that area. of New York.
I don't care about this one way or the other. Just give me another movie.
Yeah. Me and Michael Keaton's... it'd be kind of weird to see Michael Keaton now.
I don't think he's going to be in Broadway.
Well, no. I'm just saying if there was a Beetlejuice sequel, I mean, I'm guessing he would probably still be the character.
I kind of hope so.
Well, the last movie I saw that Tim Burton did was...
I know! We could get Jared Leto!
Oh, Jesus. Actually, that wouldn't be... Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
Oh, well. Anyway, I mean, the last Tim Burton movie I saw was... it was Dark Shadows, and it was goofy. It was really weird.
It was. I remember that. It was supposed to be goofy, though.
Yeah,
it was intentionally goofy.
Well, the lines were just cringe. There's a couple lines in that movie that just made me cringe, and just
it's supposed to be cringy. That's like the whole point.
Yeah.
I feed off of awkward situations though, so it's fine for me.
That's why we started doing this podcast.
Yeah. He'll do his like professional thing, and then I'll just like run in and knock things over and make things really uncomfortable.
You're the Laurel to my Hardy, I guess, right?
Sure.
or however that's mixed up. I haven't watched Laurel Hardy since I was like 5. All right, but let's jump from Broadway to another part of New York City. Thor Ragnarok is supposedly taking place partially in New York City, which is pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, there's pictures of them sitting next to a newsstand with a bunch of
New York Bulletin and stuff like that.
A bunch of different newspapers lined up on a newspaper rack behind them with different headlines that give hints at things that have happened and things that are going to happen in the movie.
Yeah. But apparently also, now anybody who doesn't want to know any spoilers for Thor Ragnarok or anything like that, I mean, this is kind of
minor spoiler.
This was kind of leaked photo kind of thing. But I mean, if you want, just like skip ahead like another 30 seconds, 45 seconds, starting now. Doctor Strange is apparently kind of partially in this movie. Thor gets Doctor Strange.
His a card with his address on it,
which makes me happy.
There's just like a screenshot of him of a camera kind of going over Chris Hemsworth's shoulder, and he's holding a card that says 1778 Bleecker Street, and I'm like,
oh my god!
Yeah.
So I mean, let's see.
That's the address of the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Damn, that's gonna be sweet. God, I can't wait to see how the Sanctum's gonna look. Anywho, so speaking of more Marvel news, I mean, this bit of news right here is a bit of a no-brainer. I mean, I kind of knew it was coming, but they just kind of confirmed it. The Guardians are going to be in Avengers Infinity War, which I honestly, not surprising at all.
I'm not going to be surprised if it's just like a big like slam together of every Marvel movie they've done so far.
Just take Chris Evans and Chris Pratt. Now kiss.
I'd watch it. Don't judge me.
Hey, they're good looking men. No homo. Anywho, so jumping from, let's see. Shut up.
Yeah. Confirmed by Control.
Anywho, jumping from I guess Paramount or whoever is working on Infinity War to Fox, Hugh Jackman, he has said he is done filming his last role for Wolverine. Yeah. That man's been playing Wolverine since we were in middle school.
Yeah.
Think about that.
On one hand, it's going to be sad to see him go from this role, but on the other hand...
Shut up. That makes you old, too. You're as old as us, Control. Anywho.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean...
I don't think it's been 20 years. It's close, though.
Right? The first X movie came out in 99, I believe. 99, early 2000.
Well, that's like 17 years. 16, 17
it's
years.
Close.
Yeah, close.
It's close. Not close enough, obviously, but... Anywho, Green Arrow in the last episode of Justice League Unlimited had a really good quote, that I actually thought of that was very well appropriate for it.
Say it.
I'm going to.
Well, quit fucking building it up and say it.
He says, "If you feel like you've done your part, we'll throw you a parade in your honor, or something kind of like that."
All right.
Yeah, but Hugh Jackman has been playing this role for a long ass time, longer than any other X-Men character actually has played their role. Actually,
yeah, that's true.
I mean,
he's beat them all.
Yeah,
mercilessly
with metal fists. Yeah, so Hugh, good luck with your future endeavors. Maybe you'll make like a cameo in like some way or fashion.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
If he's like, no, I'm done with this, then he's either completely insincere and we can't trust anything he says, or he's legitimately done with it.
Which makes sense. But...
Either way, once they cast someone else for Wolverine and start filming, well, maybe not even if they start filming. Once that movie's out, they're not going to go back to Hugh.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people who I think I saw like a concept art of someone made like a Photoshop version of who's the dude that played Bane in Dark Knight Rises? He also played Mad Max in the most recent Fury Road movie.
Oh no, I can't remember his name.
Tom Hardy. Thank you, sir. Control gave us the name. Thank you. Tom Hardy. Someone did a Photoshop of him as Wolverine, and it looks damn good. They gave him the chops, the claws, the hair, and everything. It's like, damn.
I would like a Tom Hardy Wolverine. Just saying.
Make it rated R and just go crazy with it, sir.
Plus, whenever they throw Deadpool in the mix, he can break the fourth wall and be like, "You give me a Hardy."
There we go. There you go. So it's gonna be either way. It's gonna be a little hard to swallow whenever we see a different Wolverine on screen, but
like Hardy.
But for obvious reasons. But we can't expect him to play Wolverine until he's like 80 or 90 years old.
Yeah, I mean I can, but
Yeah, let's see. Our buddy just gave us a little bit of a little control. Just gave us a little something. There needs to be our friend of ours says there needs to be a new X movie with every character portrayed by Gary Oldman. Why?
Okay, maybe.
I can see Gary.
Maybe if they just do that specifically for the Deadpool movies, like this character role will be replaced by Gary for this round, and then it's just like him wearing like silver tights with a white mohawk. Like, he's Storm in this movie.
And then Matt runs out of the theater screaming, or the caretaker runs out of the theater screaming.
Him too.
Yeah. Sport. Oh yeah. Well, the mystery has been revealed. My name is Matt. Oh my God. Anywho, so let's get out of. Apparently, I put these notes in a weird order, but Michael Pena will be back for Ant-Man and Wasp, which is really nice.
Yeah.
He was delightful to see in the Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
It was pretty hilarious. He was actually also in The Martian. I actually forgot about that for a second. I was like, oh yeah, it's the dude from Ant-Man.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
I
mean, he's been in a ton of things, but more recently, The Martian and Ant-Man.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's go to more. Spider-Man: Homecoming news. The cast, most of the cast has been released, and let's see. Bokeem Woodbine, who plays in Fargo. I'm not sure who he plays. He's going to be playing Shocker, which, yes, I love that.
Now throw away the rest of the characters you're going to name and put in Scorpion. I don't care if it's a lie.
Nope, Matt Gargan was killed in the invasion in the first Avengers movie.
No, he wasn't.
No, okay, fine. He was killed by Kingpin's explosion.
No, he wasn't.
All right.
They're just stupid and don't know how to put Scorpion in a fucking movie.
Make him. Well, maybe they'll save him for like the next movie.
No, now.
You're not in charge.
Now,
sir.
Marvel.
Sony.
Now.
Sony's also in charge of this.
Fuck Sony. Marvel. Now.
Okay. Anywho, let's see. Jacob Batalon, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Batalon.
Battle on.
He's going to be playing the character of Ned Leeds, who later becomes a hobgoblin. Yes.
Yay.
Everything about that screams yes for me. Although Green Goblin comes first, then Hobgoblin, but fuck it. I don't care. I like Hobgoblin.
Whatever, let's get Hobgoblin in there. Finally,
Like in some later iterations I read for Hobgoblin, he has like this badass flaming sword, and it's like, God, dude, you look like you're like one of the.
Is that one of the future ones?
No, it's actually. It was actually just recent. It wasn't like it didn't come in from like 2099 or anything like that, mind
I
you.
want to see him attack Spider-Man with a flaming sword. That just sounds like an awesome comic.
It's pretty badass. I'll have to show it. I'll have to give it to you here in a minute. Let's see. Also, Laura Harrier is going to be playing Liz Allen. Nice.
I don't know who that is.
Liz Allen. She's from the series I watched, Spectacular Spider-Man. She's the girlfriend of Flash Thompson.
Oh.
Which she's a cheerleader in the Spectacular.
Is she related to Barry Allen? Ladies and gentlemen, Don Knotts.
Aren't you dead? Also a bit of weird news. Zendaya was rumored to be playing Mary Jane, but is going to be playing a character. But she was confirmed playing as Michelle later on or earlier on, like when they were announcing the cast, like at Comic-Con and stuff like that. I mean, the rap broke the kind of like put this story out there that she was playing Mary Jane without giving any kind of confirmation.
She's like, no, she's Mary Jane.
Like based on like what they saw at the trailers and everything, it's like, nah. I mean, I have no problem with this woman or with this young lady playing Mary Jane Watson in this universe, but to me,
from like young woman to lady.
I don't care.
Or from lady to young woman.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Just stick with one.
Okay. Well, anyway, I had no problem with her playing Mary Jane in this universe, but to me, Mary Jane will always be that hot redhead who showed up on Peter Parker's door, and saying, "You just hit the jackpot." This actress is like she's like a mixed race, dark hair, which I'm cool with her, being in this universe.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty drastic change.
Yeah, I'm okay with like mixed race people being in Spider-Man, I guess too. I guess.
This has gone very awkward. This got very awkward. Sorry. Let's see. They also cast an actress named Jonah Zhao. They didn't release what she's going to be or who she's going to be playing, but I'm thinking maybe if anything, maybe Silver Sable, because she looks like she's about late 20s, so she looks like she's around my age or so. So let's see. Continuing on with Marvel news. Jason O'Mara is going to be playing the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D. in next season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And to those of you, he has some voice work in DC animated movies. He played the voice of Batman in Son of Batman, Throne of Atlantis. And he also played a small role as Albert Wesker in the third Resident Evil movie.
Yeah.
Until they changed it to the other actor.
Which I liked both of them as Wesker, honestly.
Well, the guy had like 2 minutes of screen time in the third movie, but whatever. Also, let's see. Hulu is going to be getting Marvel's Runaways.
Hulu and not Netflix.
Hey, I mean, they're spreading out they're stretching out their tendrils and getting all up in the internet videos.
Japanese schoolgirls?
No.
Oh.
Into the streaming series, into the streaming services of the internet. So that's about it for Marvel news right there. So let's see. Let's jump over to DC again. Linda Carter is going to be cast for the season 2 of Supergirl series. I'm not sure if we reported on that or not. It might have been that lost episode 2 that we had to delete.
It sounds familiar, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're talking about it again. You're welcome.
Well, I mean, if anything, it was probably in that lost episode like that we had to delete.
Yeah.
That was awful to hear.
That was like that. We recorded that podcast for like what, an hour and 45 minutes, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was
It
pretty.
was our
Crazy.
longest weekly geekly news, and we had to throw it out because the voice was just warping in the middle, and it was just terrible.
It was yours and I's first one.
Yep.
It was better. But it was still better than my first episode. Let's see. So, let's continue on with the CW verse. Lost Boys is going to be getting a TV series made.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. So that's good news for many people who loved the original. Was it a movie at first, or was it a TV series at first?
I believe it was a movie. Yeah, it was a movie. Lost Boys was a movie.
All right.
I've watched it once, but it was so long ago that I barely remember anything about it other than it being a thing. But yeah, we're getting a Lost Boys TV series now.
Let's see. A friend of ours who we've known since middle school. He liked the Lost Boys, and so I think So he's probably should be pretty excited for this.
Yep.
Yeah, good friend of ours, Justin. So let's see what else we got. Maisie Willaims, who plays Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, she released a tweet recently saying that she's excited for the upcoming season after reading the script for it, and she quoted on Twitter. She says, "Shit gets real and nothing can prepare you for it."
Yep.
So I'm guessing there's gonna be some crazy ass shit going on in this next season.
Yep.
So there you go. Already,
excited about that.
I mean, how long ago did the last episode of the last season
I feel
show
like
up?
she's either legitimately like ridiculously excited, or she is just bullshitting us, and we're all gonna be mad. Like, this is the season where Arya Stark has to get her toe removed because she stubbed it and it broke, and that's all that happens. Arya
For her
loses a
character.
toe. No, for any character.
So already getting news for getting Game of Thrones news. That's gonna be kind of neat.
Yeah, it's true. Back then, infection was scary, but they have magic. Not that healing magic is like everywhere. But that's a good point. Control.
Control, yeah. Our buddy just said infections were scary back then.
Your new name is Control, by the way.
Yeah, we keep bouncing around your name. We should probably come up with that.
Control.
This is his.
Control.
This is our buddy's first podcast joining us, kind of.
Yeah, he's like guiding us because we're super socially awkward.
Yeah.
As you could tell from the call me Oracle. All right. He's Oracle. We have to do that now.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You are officially Oracle to our Batman and Robin. Wait.
I was gonna be mean and be like, "What's that shitty not Oracle thing?"
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. But
right.
we're calling you Oracle.
Let's see. What do you say? Oracle to your Robin, and Robin you mean? Shut up.
No.
Okay.
Oracle to my Robin, so we're gonna do it.
No, we're the Tim Drake Robin.
Oh, okay.
I'm the Tim Drake, or I guess you're the Tim Drake Robin. I guess I'm the Jason Todd Robin. Makes sense.
Fuck that! I want to be Damian Wayne.
Fuck yeah! Damian Wayne. So yeah, so that's about it for TV universe.
You can be Jason Todd.
I like Jason Todd.
You will until you meet the Joker.
Well, yeah, but then I come back. Then I come back to life, or after being supposedly.
Spoilers.
If anyone hasn't seen Under the Red Hood, spoilers. So that's about it for what's going on in the world of TV, you know, and probably a couple movies but Blade. I'm not sure if we talked about this or not. I'm pretty sure we talked about Blade Runner getting a sequel. I'm pretty sure we talked about that in like an episode or two back.
We've mentioned that we've heard about it, or that it was confirmed that we're getting a Blade Runner sequel, but
not sure who's going to be in it.
Yeah, which is Jared Leto.
Jared Leto's confirmed to be in this new Blade Runner sequel.
Speaking of Joker.
I see what you did there. That was a good transition right there. So
yeah,
not sure
segues.
Not sure who's going to be playing, but you know, he's a very charismatic actor. First movie I ever saw him in was I believe Fight Club.
Yeah, I think that was the first movie I saw him in was Flight Club.
Fight Club. God damn it! I have a bet. Anywho, so well, I mean, I rewatched that movie and I was like that awkward moment when Bruce Banner's beating up the Joker.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. There's also a bit of back news right here. The PS4. You want to go ahead and talk about this one? About the PS4 Slim.
Yeah. So pictures of the PS4 Slim are leaked everywhere, and it looks like a burnt Nintendo Wii and a panini press had a baby.
It's pretty weird. I'll put the picture of it in the description box below.
They went from having this like smooth look to it being just this ugly. Bleh. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, it's not. It looks really weird. Like it looks like it just sits on top of it, like it's an addition. Like I think the N64 had something kind of similar to it, where you could put CDs into it.
Yeah, it's like a burnt Wii and a panini press made a baby, and instead of it giving birth the normal way, it just like pooped it out. It's pretty ugly. I don't have any real hatred for Sony or PlayStation other than.
No, actually, I mean you have a PS4 right now.
I have a PS4 and an Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean,
and a PC. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're not prejudiced against either console as long as they're fun to play.
Except for them Nintendo gamers.
No, Nintendo gamers are good. Actually, I plan on getting a Wii at some point.
I plan on getting the next Nintendo console that has Metroid. That's what I plan on getting.
I'm not sure if Wii.
You got me hooked on Metroid, and now I love everything Metroid.
Ironically enough, I have not beaten Metroid Prime, even though I tried playing it.
Oh, right, that your disc was messed up or something.
Yeah, every time I go through like a certain tunnel, the game would like crash on me, or freeze up on me, like fuck.
Yeah,
so
that's rough.
Yeah, I mean, I got him excited. I got you into Super Metroid. Like when we were playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the first character I selected, and I was like, "Oh my god, Metroid!" I didn't even know her name.
Yeah, you're like, "It's Metroid,"
and you're like,
"It's
what?
like Samus," and I'm like, "No, it's Samus." What are you talking about?
I mean, I've been a fan of Super Metroid since I was like 8 years old. I even have right behind my desk is a poster of the planet Zebes.
Zebes.
I believe it's Zebes. I'm never really been 100% accurate.
Super Metroid World.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyone who's played that game, you know what I'm talking about, how good that game is.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yep. So any other type of news you can think of that you heard?
Ugly PS4s.
Oh, Carl Urban. I think we might have talked about him being in. I'm not sure if we talked about him being in Thor Ragnarok, but he's going to be playing the character of who again?
Scourge.
Scourge.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing Scourge in Thor Ragnarok, which is going to be good. Also, I'm not sure if we talked about this or not. Kate Blanchett's going to be playing Hela.
Yeah.
Every time I see her name, every time I hear or see her name, I'm just like, Hela.
It's supposed to be like Hel Hell, but I guess that they were afraid of doing that for comic books, so they're like, Hela.
Hela, yeah.
Hella yeah.
So she comes out of the that dimension and goes, "You guys are hella stupid. You guys are hella lame." We're not making fun of Kate Blanchett. She's a fantastic actress. I mean, she's been a shit ton of things that I love. She played a great Galadriel in the Lord of the Rings trilogies, and in the Hobbit series.
Yeah.
She was in the first and third Hobbit movie. She was pretty badass in that third Hobbit movie, but I won't deny. So, that's pretty much it, as far as I can tell. Let me see. What's the time at right now for our video? Only about, not even 35 minutes yet. I mean, anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No? Seemed like the episode got a little slower, or got a little lower without me talking about Pokemon Go or my experiences. Wait, does this count?
Yep.
Oh.
You broke it.
Oh, shit. Oh, well. So I guess that should be it for the week. We shall see you guys next week. please, if you like this video, please give it a like. Share it, comment on it.
Subscribe.
Yeah, poop on it.
I mean, you're gonna have to clean your computer, but yeah.
I got that line from
Feel free to give us input, by the way. Don't be afraid to say what we're doing wrong or doing right.
Yeah. So until then, we shall see you guys next week. I am Caretaker, or Matt. And
I'm Burley Badger or Jarek.
see ya.
Later.